is going to be a volcano.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And when
yeah.
it erupts, it's going to erupt.
Mm-hmm.
And when you sit on 30 years worth of feelings,
Yeah.
when that comes out, that's not going to come out all well versed, put together, and politically correct. And that's you're just going to throw it all up.
Yeah.
So I guess what I would like to leave everybody that's listening with us, the idea of, we talked about unvalidated emotion. We talked about how we carry it out, theme after theme. You talked about boyfriends. You talked about through marriage.
Yeah.
But yet here's somebody that can perform.
Yeah.
Right? You act, sing, poetry.
Yeah.
You help others become visionary or visionaries in their own craft.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But yet, on the other side of that coin was someone that sat on their own emotions, hid behind their humor.
Yeah.
And probably in the process, probably taught their children some of those. Right?
Yeah.
So here is the idea of two generations.
Yeah.
One generation that was demanded to be silent. And another generation that we equipped them to have some of the most powerful voices in the world with no discipline.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how you are a example of that. So you understand the silence, yet you have this powerful voice in so many different ways.
Yeah.
How are you bringing those two into balance? What are some of the ingredients you think the young person might need, or even the older person who hasn't learned to speak yet? What are some of those, if it was a tablespoon of this and a dash of that to make that, perfect lemon pound cake?
Yeah.
I love sweets.
Right.
So what is it? What do they need? Like, what is each generation?
I think, and it's kind of like a buzz thing, a buzzword now where people are saying, self-care, self-care, self-care. And they're just kind of throwing it out there. However, a big part for me was self-care, because what I did is not only, used humor, but, okay, I'm going to take care of you. And I'm going to show you or do things for you and make sure that, your needs are met over mine. And so what I've learned is that, no, my needs are important as well. To use my voice, and to know how to use my words and using my voice. Because sometimes you do just need to be quiet. Definitely, oh my God, first and foremost, is to have God as the foundation.
Amen. I agree with that.
Every single thing. Have Him as the foundation. I used to joke a long time ago about it, but I really do. I talk to myself. And it's not like hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm okay.
It's not the talking, it's the answering.
Right. So yeah, I talk to myself. Meditation and learning how to love myself and love others. Because sometimes we can be, you need balance. So just loving myself and forget how you feel, that's not the way either. But having that balance with loving myself, knowing how to treat me, and not even necessarily demanding that you treat, but you see how I treat myself. Because we do teach people how to treat us.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So if we're treating ourselves like we're nothing, or it doesn't matter, or just throw me whatever you want to, then that's how folk are going to receive you and see you. So treating myself like and being okay with being me. Being okay with being me. I come from a blues and jazz and gospel background, so all of that going together, with my love for God, sometimes I wasn't always a part of different groups, and it was like, oh, you can sing, but we need you to sing this way.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know, just learning that balance between knowing who you are and respecting who others are, and giving that love that respect, but also letting them see that you want that love and respect back. You know?
Right.
And so having that balance and having a conversation.
Right.
And sometimes you just don't know, and you just need to talk it out.
Right.
So yeah, that's where I am now in my life, just growing, knowing who I am, understanding my worth, understanding that I do have something to say, I do have something to offer. Will everybody accept it? No. And that's okay.
Right.
That's okay.
So I'm kind of hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong. So if we were to make a list for, I'm going to say maybe like the 35 and above group, right? What I'm hearing you say is that self-care with a purpose.
With a purpose,
right?
yes.
It's not just about just going to get, nails and toes done.
Not that at all, yeah.
But self-care that is with a purpose, that is designed for a person to either discover or rediscover who they really are.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so that it sounds like you're saying that particular generation probably already has an idea of how to be respectful, how to be reserved, when to speak and when not to speak. Or no, sometimes not speaking enough, right? So self-care with purpose,
Yep.
taking the qualities that they already have, continuing to love people, continuing to have regard for people,
Yeah.
but the same that they give to others, allow themselves to give that to themselves, right? Not
Yes.
deplete themselves so much.
Right.
And for the younger generation, what I'm kind of hearing is use all of who you are, right? Use your gifts, your talents, and if you're funny, be funny, and if you sing, and if you act, and just be you.
Exactly.
Right? Continue to be you the way that they know how to be, but also learn the art of silence.
Yes.
Learn how to endure.
That's it right there. Yeah.
The only way to gain patience is to practice patience. And sometimes the only way to have patience is to study patience.
Yep.
And if you want to study patience, then you got to kind of go and see somebody in our age category, because we had to practice patience
Yo, my God.
without choice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And kind of sounds like if someone from one generation would be willing to mentor someone from another generation, then we could really bring back, a lot of, I'm not going to say lost power. It's just power that's sitting on a shelf that, some don't know how to tap into. Others are scared to use.
Yep. Misplaced.
Yeah.
And that is crazy that you say about the mentorship, because I'm really big on that. Both of my girls are in mentor programs, because I understand it does take a village.
It does.
And some people were raised a little bit different. And I think, from how I was raised, and I think those differences still balance out. I am one of those mothers that, I want you to listen to me. However, someone may say the same thing that I'm saying, but say it differently to where you can understand. And as long as you get it,
Right.
I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I appreciate you, and I really do thank you for sharing this.
I enjoyed this. The couch is comfortable. Okay.
So thank you for being willing to share. It's not everybody likes to go in and dig into the past, and
Yeah.
we always want to show people this perfect picture of the other side. And I think that's where we do, just like us as a body of believers. I think that's where we do got a really big disservice.
Yeah.
When you forget the testimony, come on now.
Yeah.
Everybody, y'all know you won't always saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and
Come
water
on,
baptized.
and running on anyhow. Come on. Don't forget that part.
Right? Skirts were a little short.
Right.
Lipstick was super red. And your tongue wasn't always tamed.
Right.
Right? Just tamed in front of the people that could still grab you by the throat.
Right.
But just I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming in and telling your story. And That, my good people, is the story behind the Burger King Barbie.
Burger King Murray. Yeah.
Please tune in again for more topics that are coming. We would really appreciate if you would send in feedback and tell us about topics that you are curious to know about or would like to hear more information about. Until we talk again, this is Deb Loving with my beautiful friend Vale. Real talk, real people with Deb Loving.
All right.
How's that?
That was good.
How long did that go? We might have to break that segment down.
Yeah. Let's see.